The gaming world is buzzing with shocking news. Marvel Rivals soared to massive success, but behind the scenes, layoffs and internal controversies are shaking things up. NetEase, one of the biggest gaming giants, is reportedly planning major layoffs, and the reasons might surprise you. Is there a brewing divide between Eastern and Western game development? And what does this mean for the future of some of your favorite studios? Let's dive deep into this unfolding story. A few days ago, the gaming community was hit with unexpected news. Marvel Rivals had just become one of NetEase's biggest successes, drawing in millions of players and generating massive revenue. But right after this victory lap, reports surfaced that NetEase was laying off staff. A director was fired, a handful of employees lost their jobs, and rumors started swirling. How could a company celebrate such a big win while cutting people loose? Was there more going on behind the scenes? At first, the situation didn't seem too alarming. Only 6 people were laid off, and none were core developers on Marvel Rivals. These employees worked at a support studio in Seattle, helping with logistical aspects of the game rather than hands-on development. The main development team, based in China, remained intact, continuing to ride the wave of Marvel Rivals' success. But even so, this sparked questions. Why cut staff now? What initially seemed like a small-scale layoff is now shaping up to be the tip of the iceberg. Recent reports suggest that NetEase is preparing for a massive wave of layoffs, particularly targeting its American workforce. According to a social media post by Grums, former World of Warcraft director Mark Kern claims to have insider information pointing to a significant downsizing of Western development teams. Allegedly, NetEase's leadership in China is unhappy with the output from Western studios, labeling developers as lazy, arrogant, slow, and woke. It's a bold accusation that has set the gaming community ablaze with debate. Are cultural and ideological differences creating an irreparable rift between Eastern and Western game development? And is the quality of Western games truly slipping compared to their Eastern counterparts? Looking at recent trends, it's hard to ignore the widening gap in the quality and reception of games from Eastern and Western studios. Eastern studios have been on a roll, delivering high-quality, innovative titles that resonate with gamers globally. Capcom continues to dominate with its Resident Evil franchise. Korean developers are pushing boundaries with Stellar Blade, and Chinese studios are turning heads with games like Black Myth Wukong. Meanwhile, many Western studios are struggling. High-profile releases like The Day Before and Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League have been marred by bugs, performance issues, and heavy-handed monetization. Even beloved franchises are facing setbacks. Dragon Age, Dreadwolf, once one of the most anticipated games, is now surrounded by doubt due to development issues and concerns over its direction. One of the most heated parts of this debate centers around hiring practices in Western studios. Critics argue that many Western game developers are prioritizing diversity and inclusivity over raw talent and experience. Studios like Ubisoft have openly promoted initiatives that prioritize hiring women, non-binary individuals, and minorities, while others like Activision and CD Projekt Red have implemented similar programs. On the surface, these initiatives aim to bring more inclusivity into the industry, a goal that many support. But critics claim that when diversity quotas outweigh hiring based on skill and merit, the quality of games suffers. This argument suggests that studios are sometimes more focused on optics and meeting quotas than assembling the most capable teams. Compare this to many Eastern studios, where meritocracy still seems to be the dominant hiring practice. If you're skilled and experienced, you get the job. Simple as that. This difference in approach may be a major factor in why Eastern studios are consistently releasing polished, high-quality games, while many Western studios are struggling with underwhelming releases. Before we dive deeper into the core of this controversy, I've got to remind you about some fantastic gaming deals that could save you a ton of cash. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2, a sprawling medieval RPG packed with intense combat and deep storytelling, is up for grabs at 10% off on Green Man Gaming. This offer runs until February 28, 2025, so don't miss your chance. But there's more. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is available for 25% off on pre-purchase, letting you revisit one of the most iconic games in history with a stunning remake. And for something fresh, Hell Is Us is going for 22% off. Check the links in the description or pinned comment to grab these deals, or head to our link tree for even more. Alright, now, let's get back into it. According to the insider leaks, several Western studios could soon face major cuts or complete shutdowns. Here's a list of studios rumored to be in danger. Fantastic Pixel Castle, currently working on an ambitious MMO project. Rebel Wolves, founded by former Witcher developers but now facing uncertainty. Words Untold, already shut down in November. Skybox Labs, reportedly dealing with significant internal issues. Bad Brain Game Studios, facing funding cuts. Jackalope Games, known for its Warhammer MMO project, now in jeopardy. Jellyfish of Sparks, lost funding back in January. Anchor Point Studios, Time Zero Entertainment, Bullet Farm, and even Quantic Dream are all rumored to be on shaky ground. Many of these studios were seen as major investments during the COVID-19 gaming boom, but with interest in gaming slowing post-pandemic, investors are becoming more cautious. NetEase, it seems, is re-evaluating where its money is going, and Western studios are no longer looking like safe bets. While the news is undoubtedly shocking, some in the industry aren't all that surprised. The trend has been building for years, Western studios struggling with underwhelming releases, while Eastern studios steadily gain ground. Players are starting to notice too. Games like Black Myth Wukong are generating massive hype, while Western titles often face backlash for bugs, rushed releases, or perceived political messaging. The question is, will this potential wave of layoffs serve as a wake-up call for Western studios? Will they shift back to prioritizing strong storytelling, innovative gameplay, and polished releases over corporate politics and diversity optics? Only time will tell. The gaming industry is constantly evolving, and moments like this highlight the growing divide between East and West. While it's disheartening to see talented developers potentially losing their jobs, it's also a reflection of broader issues within the industry, issues that need to be addressed for the gaming world to thrive. If NetEase does follow through with these rumored layoffs, it could mark a significant shift in the global gaming landscape, pushing more power towards Eastern studios. But hopefully, it will also encourage Western studios to refocus on what matters most, creating amazing games that players love. Thanks for sticking around through this deep dive. If you want to stay on top of gaming news, anime updates, and all things nerdy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Plus, remember those awesome gaming deals I mentioned earlier? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and Hell Is Us are all available at discounted prices. Check out the links in the description or pinned comment before those offers expire. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.